Hello and welcome back to Life Lessons with Sheila. I'm so glad that you're here. And welcome to our 30-day faith-focused hobby challenge. Today we're on day 3. On day 1, we did journaling our prayers in scripture. On day 2, we talked about walking in nature. Today, for day 3, we are talking about letter writing ministry. So go get you a pen and a paper and let's start writing. I'm hoping that today's topic will kind of encourage you to jump out and just embrace the things of hobbies. Hobbies are meant to open up our minds and our creativity, to kind of give us a break from the doom scrolling that we get so used to. And that is the whole purpose of this challenge, is to get you away from doom scrolling and to put your time into purposeful and meaningful activities. I'm going to start off with 2 separate scriptures. The first one is 1 Thessalonians 5:11. Therefore, encourage one another and build each other up, just in fact you are doing. And the second one comes from 2 Corinthians 3:3. You show that you are a letter from Christ, the result of our ministry, written not with ink, but with the Spirit of the living God, not on tablets of stone, but on tablets of human hearts. And that's what letter writing ministry is. It's writing letters from the hearts to those that you love and those that are strangers even. In a world full of instant messages and digital noise, a handwritten letter stands out like a gentle whisper of hope. There's something sacred about taking time to write down thoughts, blessings, and prayers for someone else. When you write with intention and love, your words can become a healing balm to someone's weary soul. Paul the Apostle often wrote letters of encouragement, correction, and love to the early church. These letters not only strengthened the believers in their time, they still minister to us today through Scripture. Your words, too, can carry eternal impact when rooted in faith and grace. Maybe there's someone who hasn't heard from you in a while. Maybe God has put someone on your heart who needs a little extra love today. Don't overthink it, just begin. Your pen may be the very instrument that God uses to rekindle hope in a tired heart. I can tell you, when my high school best friend mails me a letter, even to this day, I always smile from the inside out. It makes me think back to all the letters we would write and pass back and forth during high school. And it never fails that she always seems to send one just when I need a pick-me-up. It's like sending a Christmas card, but sending it in July, when it is least expected. That pick-me-up we all don't know that we needed. It's almost as special as getting flowers delivered from your spouse, and not on your anniversary, just randomly. I also remember getting a letter from a boy that I once dated, sprayed with his cologne. I kept that letter under my pillow for so long. I can't tell you what was on any of those letters that I have received. I can just tell you how it made me feel. Take that same energy and give it back to someone else. Sometimes, in fact, most times, it doesn't take much to make most people happy. Your words can be a balm to the soul. Encourage someone today with a heartfelt letter. Our quote today comes from Holly Girth. It's, "You may never know how God uses your words, but heaven does." Think of a time when someone had written you a letter. I mean, handwritten letters, whether they be on notebook paper, fancy stationery, or simply a note tucked into a card. How did that make you feel? If you're like me, I felt seen, loved, and thought of. I felt valued. There is nothing more special than a letter tucked in with a stack of bills or junk mail. It may just seem very old-fashioned in a time of instant messaging, texting, emails, etc. But what makes it that much more endearing is that it was handwritten and just appeared one day. Whether you stick with writing your letters to someone you know personally, or for a ministry that sends letters to women and men in prison, young single mothers who need encouragement, seniors in senior housing with limited family outreach, or to those in rehab centers, a kind word goes a long way. Even if you commit to writing one letter a week, That will only cost you the cost of postage and whatever supplies you choose to use to write your letter, whether that be greeting cards, stationery, or simple paper and envelopes. Not much money to invest in an act that could change someone else's life. Here are some activity suggestions. First, pray before you write. Ask God to guide your words and bring the right person to mind. If God gives you more than one person, maybe a group, consider writing one letter to the whole group, and then to maybe each individual person in the group if you know the names of every one of them. You don't want to leave anybody out, so be careful on that. The second suggestion is include a scripture. Choose one that has encouraged you recently and explain why. Sometimes sharing where God has moved in your life recently will encourage someone in a similar situation, whether you know they are going through it or not. Third, mail it or drop it off. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Share the message of love and encouragement today. And lastly, if you must go digital, then do it. I know that many times it's easier for us to reach out digitally. If that is the only way that you can do it, then by all means do it. I know I personally struggle with handwriting since my COVID experience and all the neurological issues I've had since then, but nothing stops me from typing or texting. And that is all I have for you today. Very short and sweet, which I hope most of these turned out to be because I plan to put them all in one long video. And as usual, I am going to have this all typed out for you at the very end of the month as a resource that will be available to you. If that is something you're interested in, leave a comment below or make a note of that and just keep on the lookout for it. I will talk to you guys in the very next video. Bye!